guess we're doing Doki Doki Literature Club today. It's free right now, so I thought, I guess I've seen a few clips of it. Not really much though. Let's just go into it, I guess. I'm still kinda sick. Looks like not very good. Okay. New game. Please enter your name. Hey. Okay. I see an annoying girl running toward me. From the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. True. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Yeah. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I have a feeling I'm probably gonna have to make some really weird noises along this game. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You said it like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Danny. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we are a couple or something. Fine. Did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, sorry. Hehe. Together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Danny, have you decided on a club to join yet? Club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations, but I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content, just getting by on the average, while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you are happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a need in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I promise you that. Yeah. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. English words, goddamn. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayuri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayuri must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayuri, yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayuri is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. I have such big problems pronouncing that word. Jesus. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. And don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Zoe is really that much of an airhead or if she's cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. True. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. Today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new members here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting Girl 1. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Girl 2? Way to cool the atmosphere. Ah, Danny, what a nice surprise. Girl 3. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. A small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Damn. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that currently into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sario and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, I said, right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Danny. Monica smiled sweetly. We don't know each other. Well, we barely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Okay. Did that? Okay, never mind. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Danny. I made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Harry mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuki walk over to the corner of the room when Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh, I swear I'm gonna do such weird sounds. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen bright, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, and Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her stealing glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite on. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's like I haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yui returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hard cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't get yourself intimidated. Jesus, words. Intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to her in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literal club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literal Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods an agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the efforts to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you are both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone I'm just gonna skip that word. Agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with the level of enthusiasm about literature. So Danny, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read this past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I muttered kindly to myself, half joking. Mitsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Throat pain, I guess. So bad. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's head smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of a teacup with a finger. Her favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her readings. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds a comfort in a world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can't relate to at a level. At this rate, Yui might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yui. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it there. So real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Me not being to pronounce English words well and having throat pain is like not a good combination. I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, Mitsuki's eyes start over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Mitsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Nasuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Nasuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I swear, my throat is killing me. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We will sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look... quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Danny? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, still one problem. What's that? Now that we are back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never thought I would join this club. Just gonna take something real quick, maybe that will numb the pain a little bit. Dropped it on the floor. So I hope that helps. So you might have convinced me to start by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Danny, you all. I'm defenseless against three girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literal club. One by one, the girls' face lights up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Is that healthy standing like that? Okay. Welcome to the literal club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meetings on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment, write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over to me once more. Danny, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, creepy. Yeah. And I really impressed the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Danny, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Suri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yui, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every time after school in a literal club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me, and I guess that's for right. It's time to pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes the poem the most. Ooh. Wow. So I just choose one word. Damn, agonizing is a good word. Unstable. Okay, are we going this? Are we going this path? Safe. Death. This music is awesome though. Explodes. Milk. Power. Most definitely special. Disown. Hopeless. Jesus. Kawaii. Graveyard. Oh, what did I just get? Ah, okay. Basically, the game just dissed me that I'm taking too much time. God damn. Suicide. Jesus. Holy shit. Hi again, Danny. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, not way. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literal club. Also less to come in, so everything else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Danny. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into the literal when you are not accustomed to it? Come on, like you deserve any slack. So you told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Mitsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room. Mitsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literal, of course. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back in his seat. Don't worry, guys. Danny always gives it his best as long as he sees you having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room, how dependable. So that's because room is so messy, distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh come, you and Danny can become good friends too. Sorry. As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh. You even brought her something today, you know? Wait, Sayuri. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is... Never mind. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal and it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, you... I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the world in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. You reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... Was this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I will like, despite me not reading much. Anyway, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities with the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So we and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Cheery conversation. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks in a glance at me and her eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Jesus. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason, just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Well, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I just happened to buy two of them. Oh, I see. Yeah. When I go to the bookstore, I accidentally pick up two books and I accidentally pay for two books. And it's suddenly not 20 euros, but 40. Okay. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. And since that's the pickup, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. she most definitely didn't read it. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does, life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So that dark turn came from nowhere. You gently giggled all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Danny? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they are made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest in it. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's... I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you are passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literal club at Tower. Yeah, that's true. In fact, might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Right, it's fine if I sit you right. I flip into the seat next to Harry's. Oh, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to, that is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yes, comforting, being stopped. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Jesus. By the way, in the background, why is there a chair in the closet? Sorry, I was just... You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... yeah, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean a little bit more, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page here. No comment. Yuri takes the left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Forefinger? I do the same thing with my right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it slips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? Sorry. I think I get a little distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. She's looking at us. Like, y'all see that? That side eye? Jesus. That's okay. And she started to smile. Jesus. Not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me, yeah, thanks. We continue reading. You will no longer ask me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence, even so turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to the other side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? Or does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your manners and I see. Neck hurts, throat hurts, I don't... What am I doing here? My ear hurt because of my headset. Yuri remained silent for a moment, but hey, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's not embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything, so yeah, I really didn't know if you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Stop, doesn't it? Like, the throat pain, like, Jesus. I guess in a moment that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exerts his bed from finishing a thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess we'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own free time. Alright, I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to show with? I can't wait. So Haruhi and Monica enthusiastically pull out the poems. So Haruhi's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spell notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. Jesus. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. The two Yuri reluctantly complies well, reaching into their bags. I do. Who should I show my poem to first? I guess I guess let's go top to bottom. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. This is a good poem, Danny. Are you sure it's the first time? Of course, it's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right, but that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you really are part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Danny. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yeah. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. You see how bad that. Oh, text. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad, I want breakfast. Sorry, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. Then with eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's better to skip breakfast. Get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best, yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Danny, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. But what? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Damn, okay. Do you think I'm stupid? Not very right. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. You all stood somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, that you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Oh, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each own, I guess. Anyways, guess I gotta shemai now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it, but just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be, I'm not gonna pronounce that word, sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your messages any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So he did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to hear me out with the last comment. I don't really care what everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. First, I need to drink. Okay, two left, Yuri and Monica. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. You was going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Eh? He stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, which was off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit together. The end result is that both the style and the prisoners are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just fanning them and building them, but getting them to work is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you all valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, or biased for, well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that, sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. True. Ghost under the light. Okay, give me a second. I don't know, of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing? Must be this one. The last remaining streetlight we have withstood us the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the second blue-green. The of the future. I bathe, calm, the breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. It's most definitely better than mine. It's like just if your handwriting is too good, it's like I guess you want like a neutral, like that looks pretty, but that you can read it, right? What? Oh, I wasn't thinking at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah, pretty, but unreadable. That's a relief. Also, I liked your poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's the first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Danny. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express your own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. True. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in a last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more soul in putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Danny. Me too. Monica. Reading. The thing is, I actually do read a little bit in my free time. I have like 5 Nights at Freddy's Survives. Yeah. It's just German, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm speaking so quietly, but my jaw hurts when I speak. Like normally you read a book quietly, right? So it's kinda hard reading this. Hi Danny. Having a good time so far? Yeah, good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new here and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm muscled in. Anyways, want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Danny. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know? But that's sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get passed on. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem. Good job, Danny. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated. Fuck it. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expression low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. I guess it worked anyway. You know that you relax this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imaginary symbolism. Alex really likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. He really likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, while letting them deeply analyze all of the nuance. It can take years of practice, which I miss you. Assuming Yuri has at this point. Why am I tired? I had such a good sleep from 9 AM to from 1 to 9 AM, like 8 hours. Actually, I had a pretty good sleep, so I don't know. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near the level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Just show me your poem. I'm in pain. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their kind of styles. Like, it's not even that I don't want to read, or that it's Like, it's not even boring. It's just that I'm in pain and I just want to, you know, get to the point. But I hope you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read them. Text. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction, the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I will blind like a film. I left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas are already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, they can really be powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways. Here's Malika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you are writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Force yourself to get something done on a paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Listening. Phew. Guess that's everyone. Cleansing my room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my medical writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literal clever day, I say. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting, my aunts Lantan, Yuri and Natsuki. They are gently exchange sheets of paper during their respective poems. As they read in tandem, watch each of the expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did she say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess I could say it's fancy. Thanks, it's just cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or anything? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. So you liked it, and Danny did too. So based on that, I gladly give you some suggestion of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate your offer, but I'm establishing my wedding style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Danny liked my Okay, I was believe interrupted. My poem too, you know. He even taught me he was the first pilot. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri. That's not what I knew. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Penny appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Oh, Jesus. Huh? And how do you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Wait, no. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everything okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who spooked. My cheek was a size bigger as soon as Danny stopped showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turn towards me. If they just notice I was standing there. Danny, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. We started it. She could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? This meaning should jump out as the reader, not force him to have to figure it out. Let me explain that to her, Lenny. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and explicit words in the language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning most comments of. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself is also a waste. You understand that, right, Lenny? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whenever I agree with you, probably think more highly of me. Nah. Okay, I just forgot to read. So, yeah. Everything's fighting is making Sorry uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? I just can't read, like damn. It's unfair for other to interject their own feeling into a conflict. Doesn't this have like a, you know, text to speech or something? Yeah, unless he wants to tell you what a stuck-up jerk she's being, she would never. It's her immaturity, immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly when nobody likes stuff. Atsuki, Yui, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences. Atsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yui's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone is so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Atsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yui's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Okay, sorry. Okay. Sorry. So Yui stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind you with a bewildered expression. Next to you. Yuri rushes out. Natsuki sits on with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sari is vice president. To be honest, I might come out as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sari is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. Take good care of her. I would hate to see her get herself hurt, but next to others. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little bit more. Okay everyone, it's just about time to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. I was away, well, mostly. Then how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from my friends too. So your poems will turn out to even be better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job at it. Impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Then you ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sorry, what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between you and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they are both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. You know, Danny, it's nice that I get to spend time with you at the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes the happiest. And I think everyone likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sari still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds for me. I pat Sari on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sari as an internal unlock sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. We have an autosave. Just save here. Here. Oh. 6 pages. yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. Just need to relax or something. I don't know. Well, see ya. Die? I can't. Okay, see ya.